Hi and welcome to the Tristan Channel, and in this video, one of many on a series, hopefully on a series about workers' rights. In this video, I'll be giving you information on your rights surrounding working on Sundays. Now, for those who work in retail especially, you've probably been told or heard that you can only refuse or not work Sundays if you have a valid reason. And that is company policy. Well, no, it's not. You've been lied to, and so have they. What I'm about to tell you is what the law of the Constitution of the United Kingdom has to say on working Sundays and opting out. I will supply the link to the this website in the description below. Having to work on a Sunday depends on whether it's mentioned in either the person's employment contract, written statement of terms and conditions. A worker can't be made to work on Sundays unless the employee agreed it with their employer, and put it in writing. For example, changed the contract. Employers only have to pay staff more for working on Sunday if it has been agreed as part of the contract, e.g. time and a half, etc. All staff should be told about these Sunday working rights when they first start work, which, trust me, a lot of them don't. All shop and betting shop workers can opt out of Sunday working unless Sunday is the only day they have been employed to work on. In other words, that's the only day when you started, done, that you'd work on, yeah? They can opt out of Sunday working at any time, even if they agreed to it in their contract. So regardless of contract, you can still do it. Shop and betting shop workers must give their employer 3 months' notice that they want to opt out, and during that wait, to continue to work on the Sundays during those 3 months notice period if their employer wants them to. An employer who needs staff to work on Sundays must tell them in writing that they can opt out. They must do this within 2 months of the person starting work. If they don't, you only need to give them 1 month's notice is needed to opt out. Again, employers are naughty and they don't do this. An employee can't be dismissed or treated unfairly for choosing not to work on Sundays. There's stuff I haven't mentioned or added because it's to do with laws surrounding Northern Ireland. If you live in Northern Ireland, you need to look on the site I have supplied you with below for the laws and policies surrounding that. So no company you work for can refuse you from opting out of working Sundays. I tell you otherwise, if they tell you otherwise, they are lying. Not only lying, but are also breaking the law. You can contact the union or even take them to court if they refuse or mistreat you for requesting to not have working Sundays off, although I was told that by the Civil Vice Bureau, not the site. This is not company policy, as I have been told in the past. In some cases, I've just said to the manager, say for example, a new manager that's taken over, when expressing that I've opted out of Sundays, they have simply turned around and said, okay, no problem, and there was no issue. This has never been a company policy. This is a lie that they tell their employees many times. They cannot contest it, and even if on a Sunday you do nothing except lay around and do sod all, it makes no difference. You do not need any valid reason why you do not want to work to do Sundays. The irony, as I stated above, is if they do not enclose this information in your job interview, then they've screwed themselves, because when getting a job, if they don't, as already stated, then this entitles you to only give them 1 month's notice on opting out. So if anything, it actually messes them up. Now, in my own experience, this information wasn't revealed to me until years later, when silly me, unfortunately, I was upset by the fact that most people who worked with me was not working the Sunday, and I was made to, despite none of them having a valid reason or going to church. And I was told by my boss at the time I needed a valid reason not to work Sundays, and most people didn't. Like I said, only one of them actually went to church. So therefore, one time when I had enough, I was really depressed, had a massive breakdown, exploded on Facebook about it, and a good friend of mine then sent me the link, which I'm going to give to you, to the government website, on the law by the government on opting out of Sundays. The law. Remember, everyone, no company, that includes retail, is above the law. You have human rights, you have workers' rights as decreed by the government and the Constitution of the United Kingdom. Another example also, if everyone in that store or shop or workplace all opted out on working on a Sunday, they can do this. And it is for the company who want to be open at that day to be responsible for filling in those empty spots. Everyone within that business can opt out of working on Sundays. So there's not much more I can say on this, because I pretty much laid it down how it is, because it's that simple. As like I said, I have included the link to the government website that contains the law, and your employer has to abide by it. I hope you found this video informative and helpful, and if anything, if you didn't know this, I hope it's opened your eyes and helped you out in the future by creating this video. I'm not breaking any laws and should not be made punishable by merely stating what's already law and informing people who have not been made aware of this when they should be made aware of this, because it's a legal requirement. If you like this video, hit the like, and if you're new to the channel, then please subscribe, because it'd be great to have you here. And so, until the next video, take care and be well.